Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur. We are here in the city of Ruthyr. Last time we spent the day pretty much just shopping and some lockpicking. So let's take care of some quests this time. Before we talk to this guy, who I think is the captain we need to talk to for the Warsworn quest, let's talk to our old friend, Lord Crass. He's the one that scammed us and that village, or the survivors of that village, out of their treasures.
You? How in the... Erlich, that turncoat. I never should have trusted a liar to commit murder. That's what murderers are for. What do you want?
I wonder if I can kill him here. Like, that'd probably be an issue in like the broad daylight, because they may not understand the history here. You lied to everyone.
Of course I did. I'm not the Lord of Dolve Arn. I'm not even from the Tawili coast. But what does it matter? I only did what I had to do. Don't we all? The
It's an easy
Ruthyr authorities
excuse.
don't have to know. Keep this quiet and let me sail with this galley, and you can have the gold I received for the treasures of Kuln. I am a man of my word. Most of the time.
I don't believe you. Um, Interesting that, like, enjoy your miserable life, I assume means, like, let him go. Um, Whereas enjoy prison, I would think does not. Also, we caught him, like, just in time, too, because if he was on the docks, he was probably trying to get out of here and disappear further. Enjoy prison.
No, you wretch! You will rue the day you betrayed Crass. Do you hear me?
Ah, so he'll attack me then. Okay. I assume. Oh, or he's just very angry. Okay. Well, anyway. Alright, let's talk to the captain. I don't think we're going to do this quest quite yet, but we can at least talk to him and see what he has to say.
My ship is free, and its course is yours to plot, my friends. Were it not Warsworn asking, I wouldn't sail such treacherous northern waters or set foot on an island so long forsaken. But for you, I'll go. I'll go.
I appreciate that. What do you know of Amon's Isle?
You'll find no taverns with warm fires or feather beds on that rock. Stones and bones and rot is all.
Could be an interesting map. Tell me about yourself, Captain Gonthorm.
Captain, trader, and a friend of the Warsworn at your service.
How about the ship?
The Stalwart, she's called. A worthy vessel.
What are your thoughts on the Warsworn?
Some years back, I caught the eye of a pirate lord named Derries. Nearly burned, murdered, and thieved me out of business. I called on the Warsworn, and it took but 3 of them to hunt down Derries, recover my cargo, and save my hide.
Makes sense he's fond of them then. Well, let's see what he
She's a
says when I
fine
say.
vessel, is she not?
When can we sail?
Whenever you wish it, friends. You need but give the word.
Alright,
Fine
let's
and good.
prepare a little bit more.
Return when you're set for the voyage.
We will do that quest in due time. And there's another quest up here. This is the Seafoam Tavern. And which quest is this? Let's go into the tavern anyway. And then we can see who the person is, and I'll figure it out. Okay, 2 quests and a quest giver. Lots to do here in the tavern. No surprise, since taverns are the heart of most cities, it seems. And this is a very large city.
Seafoam Tavern. Food, drink, and beds for all.
Alright, so you can get a room. We don't really need one. We have a little bit of our health missing, but not too much. Okay, so who do we have here with us? We have Gombler and somebody to deliver a notice to. So let's deliver the notice first. Excuse me.
In search of a game of hexes. You want Kest in the lower tunnels.
No, I want, we didn't do the actual cards.
You're from the Scolia Arcana, aren't you? Here to embarrass me? Well, I don't care. I'm glad I was dismissed. I'll drink to it, in fact.
Not here for that. This is for you.
What is this? Ah, it was only a matter of time before the army found me out. Just my luck. This calls for another drink. I'll have to pack my things. Ah, Alison, how do I tell my sister? Where will she live? How will she live?
Well, hopefully the military gives him like a stipend or something that he could send to her. Will Allison be okay?
Army wages can pay for Alison now, but I'm leaving her. I'll send money. I hope she doesn't end up in the Wending.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I hope so too.
Rove, another ale. Make that 2.
Oh. I like how they add a little bit more like context to the guy, a little bit more of a story. Okay, so which is this one then? Gam, is he one of the 12 laborers or whatever? Let's see. Nope. And these are tasks. That's the chapter house I need to go to. That's the ship. Is it? No, that's the guy on the council. This is the tier. So who is this guy? Am I looking over the quest again? Is it one of these? Commodore Garrick, is that him? Yes, okay. So that's the guy for the for that quest. Let's talk to him, although I won't start the DLC quite yet.
You must be here about the notice. How do I know? Simple. No one but potential applicants will even speak to me.
That's
Must
rude.
be because I reek of desperation, of one sending young souls off to certain doom.
Tell me about yourself.
I have served the Alpha Merchant Navy since my youth, when I began my career as a deckhand on the good ship Steadfast.
What is Dead Kel?
He is the scourge of the Frostbreak Sea, a terror who seems intent on sinking every ship we sail from Rathir or elsewhere.
Oh, pirate. Yeah, I've heard of
Only
him.
he'd stayed dead.
I guess the DLC is hunting him down then. Alright, let's come back and talk to him more when we're ready to do the quest, because then we'll have some more context for it that'll be fresh in my mind. And what do you want, Wallen
Get this.
Frostig?
I wake up yesterday morning with the worst headache, no shirt, and a note that I'm fighting a duel.
Uh-oh.
Me? Fighting a duel? Don't know how I got into it, but it's all rot unless I can find a second.
Guess he got drunk and offended somebody. What is a duel like?
I swear I don't remember a thing. Apparently I challenged Dalton Ames, the war hero, over the honor of my sister. I do seem to remember him and his bulky arm sitting smugly in the sea foam, taunting me.
So you need a second.
You can't fight a duel without one. Now, you might be thinking, a popular fellow like Wayland, what trouble could he have finding a second?
Exactly.
Well, turns out my friends are all drunken cowards. Look, you seem tough enough. Be my second, and I'll make it worth your while.
Sure.
Thank Lupoku. There is something else I should mention.
Oh no.
There is no way in all Amalur I'll win this fight, so I've devised a plan. Before you go to Dalton, that's my opponent, find Gelfine in the Wending and ask for some rows of shadows. She'll know what you mean. Then go to the officers' hall in the burn, and on the sly, put some on Dalton's sword point when you inspect it.
What is Rose of
All
Shadows?
in good time, my friend. All in good time.
I was thinking it was like a poison to weaken him, but it seems like if you're putting it on his sword, why would that... I'm not sure I follow here. Does it like weaken the blade or dull the blade perhaps? Tell me more about this plan.
The way I see it, I'm doomed to end up in Mel Senshir, and I'd rather cut the nose off my face than live a soldier's life. I want some freedom, and you're going to help me, right?
Is he going to fake his death? What do you want me to do again?
After you've got the rows of shadows from Gelfine in the Wending, you've got to talk to Dalton in the officers' hall. Tell him I'm ready. He'll show you his dueling sword. Dab a bit of the rows of shadows on it. Then come back to me.
Or maybe it like appears, you can make it like appear as blood when you do something, and that's... I'm not sure I follow here, but I guess we'll see. Again, this feels like a quest that maybe I shouldn't be doing. But one, it sounded like that guy might have like said bad things about his sister, so I can see him challenging him to a duel then. And two, my character likes to do quests. So here we are. What else do you know about this Dalton Eames?
Surely you've heard of him. Back from Cluricon, and everyone's talking about his exploits on the battlefield. They used to talk about my exploits with Society Daughters, but...
Anything else you want to tell me about yourself?
Proud son of forested traders. My name is Gold in every watering hole and board house in Rathir, and, well, I'm not really allowed out of Rathir.
Interesting character.
Time for my part in this business.
Alright,
Drink?
so we'll take
Thank
care
you,
of that
Grant.
quest at some point. maybe this episode, and maybe not. We'll see how things go.
For today, see tomorrow.
Now, who is this guy?
Sparrow sent a hound out to the piers, and of course, now we're right where he wants the both of us, you and I.
You and I.
You think I'd just waltz back into Rathir like that? No, he lured me here to take the blame for the murders. That's what he did.
So who's he? The captain? This quest is taking a turn. This is the guy that is an old enemy of the Sparrows, and the captain thinks that he's to blame for Raph's death, but it seems like there's more going on here than meets the eye. Right where who wants us?
Why, the captain of the watch. The one that's been snuffing out those sparrows. He likely sent you here himself.
That's why he said tell no one.
Got you out of the way so he could go and slaughter the last of them. Leisure-like. Clever bastard he is.
So it sounds like I should go down there pretty fast then. How do you know?
Read the writing on the wall, mate. And if you weren't such a fool, you'd have left those sorry rag pickers to die in peace.
You don't hate the Sparrows then?
Oh, I'd spit on their sorry graves for what they've done to me. But not enough to show our faces in Rathir. We're not that mad.
And then I've got to go back.
Oh, ho, ho. Now you see, that I cannot allow. Talibor is going to pin the murders on one of us, and it'll be the one who's dead.
So he's going
And
to attack me
that will
anyway?
be you. You're not
Alright.
going anywhere.
So we'll fight him. Oh, guard's here. Or is that... No, that's one of his people. Okay. Alright, well luckily I have my own backup as well if I can fire in the right direction. Need to get a moment here to summon good old Axie. A little bit of AoE damage with the lightning, but I think I need to upgrade it some more still. Wait on the shield there, but hey, lifesteal. Appreciate that. Down you go. And what is this? Official letter. Oh, this is the same one. Okay. So we've already read this. Now we have two. Oh, we have a few copies of this. I wonder if it's like important that we get these. They all have a copy. It's the same one from the House of Ballads telling them to help out. Hopefully, okay, 67. Good. It doesn't actually count against that then. Letter to Orwin, but it's missing any signature or mark of authorship. Orwin, I know you can get back at the scum that betrayed you to the City Watch. They are still rich to be had if you clear your name. Return to Rathir and I'll show you. When you get here, stay in the keys and I'll come to you. So I bet that is from the leader of the town guard. Okay, so let's, again, we'll kind of treat this quest with some urgency and we'll head back down to the lower level. Guess it's night. Yeah, it's nighttime. The streets are a lot quieter. That's cool that people go to bed. Like a real city. I think it's this way, right? Or is it the next one up? So that's to the City Watch, Officers Hall. I think we need to go in there at some point. Oh, there's Brother Till's books down there. Okay, we'll do that in a second. But it looks like we can cut through this way. Yeah. Return to the Sparrows. Must be like a church or something over here. Or just a pillar for the higher levels. Not quite sure. But down into the tunnels we go. And then unfortunately... Alright, why do we have to go to Gelfine again? Let's see, Gelfine is... Oh, okay. A second to a duel, right. Alright, while I'm here, let's quickly grab some of that Rose of Shadows. Inspecting her crates again.
Buy something, sell something. It doesn't matter where you got it from.
I heard you have Rose of Shadows.
Illyria, don't say it so loud. Someone could hear. All right, it's yours, if you can pay the price.
Wish I could ask what it does.
Remember,
Alright.
I never saw this. Or you.
Fair enough. About the Rose of Shadows.
You got what you came for. Now go. Get away from me with that.
For a paying customer, she seems a little rude about that. Like, if you're going to sell it, then you gotta, you know... I mean, I understand it's illegal, probably, and I think she must be caught selling, but still. She's, like, offended that I bought it from her. Alright, let's head back into the tunnels, see if the spiders have respawned. I'll summon Axie, because I think that could be useful. And there's no chickens or crabs down here, so... the wildlife should be safe. Okay, at the risk of jinxing it, it seems like the spiders have not respawned, so that's good. Now that we have these doors open, it'll be a little bit easier to get down here, so I do appreciate that. I wonder if you can use the lever and close the door again. That'd be kind of stupid, but...
Lot of
makes sense if you
miserable
can.
rack picker. Lot of miserable rack. You're the one. Do you know what you've done?
His number doesn't match either. Done was a trap.
A decoy, really. Arranged long before you got into this. I needed someone to blame.
Seems I found the murderer.
What? And you didn't murder Dunn? We've all got blood on our hands.
He attacked me.
We all protect our hides when we must. I couldn't have this waif and her lot telling what they'd found.
What did they find?
Which is why it's so good that you came. I'll blame their murder on you. Say you died in the struggle.
Except one issue with that. I'm not going to die. Well, I've already died. Not doing that again. That's cool. The sparrows are on your side too here. Let Axie take out the other guard. Okay, that was like I thought somebody was shooting me. Guy has a lot of health, or I guess I should say had a lot of health.
Daggers are rusty. He is dead.
Wasn't enough.
It is over now, thanks to you. And to think I only learned the cause of all this nightmare moments before he arrived.
How'd you find out?
I was done with waiting. I had to do something, so I did what I know. I began sorting the piles of salvage, and that's when I found the cause.
Why did he do it?
To hide his crimes, he was selling prisoners as slaves, smuggling them out to merchant ships in the dark of night. One of the boats wrecked and sank beneath the quays. That boat held slaves and gold, and had Talibor's name all over it. Before he could clear the wreckage, we took our pickings. We had his secret. He was willing to kill to save his name.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. So they had it all along. Interesting. Oh, we got a level up, some gold, and a ragpicker's ring. Same amount of gold it costs the to buy the Rose of Shadows. What will you do now?
As long as one other Sparrow survives, I will be there to help keep this nest and shelter.
Alright, sounds good. Well, let's go ahead and level up. See how close we're getting. So, okay. Yeah, I don't really know what... I guess I'll do... I should have done lockpicking before the last quest. But let's put a point into this for now. I'll be respecking fairly soon. So we're going to be 1 point away from having the next Destiny card, I think. Unfortunately. Alright, well, since we'll need one more anyway, let's do... And we're getting all these boosted by some of our gear. So I already maxed out this one. I guess I really don't know what to put points in at this point unless we get a new ability. Because we need what? Oh, we need one more point before we can get to this one, so that's not too much. I guess we'll get this. Hopefully, I think the bug is fixed in the remastered version. So even though it's unlikely to trigger, it doesn't really heal you by that much. I mean, you can upgrade it to do more. So still the same cooldown, but increase your damage. That's kind of cool. So yeah, we'll grab that one. And now we have a choice between Vengeance, reflect damage back at your opponent while Relentless Assault is active. I gotta remember to use that more if we do that though. And then Bloodlust. Each of your strikes grants you a measure of renewed vigor. Oh, so you can steal health. That's really cool. What is Battle Frenzy? Plus 10% total damage for your first kill, 20 for your second. Lasts 10 seconds, but each kill resets the duration. Oh, so like a Berserker thing. That's good, because warriors seem more like tanks, so getting an extra ability to do more damage, I'm sure is very useful. Although it seems like killing an opponent every 10 seconds, that's probably longer than it seems. 1% chance of stunning your opponent when you get hit by a melee attack. This does Longsword. Ooh, that could be fun. Attack with the longsword while dodging to slice across multiple enemies. Let's grab that. And then they apply damage over time. Okay, of course. Let's do Berserker Rage. Or sorry, Battle Frenzy. That could be fun. Just have to remember to actually use it. Okay, I think we still need one more for Paragon. Yes, we need one more point. Ah, okay. So we're still a Crusader for now then. Confirmed.
Thank Lunala, that's over.
Indeed. Can I quick travel from here? Probably not, although I bet I can get back to some part of Rathir through this door. To a Rathir Tavern. Is that the Seafoam? Yeah, okay, we've been here. Oh, cool, okay. So that's where that goes to. I always like secret passages. And then that's the guy for the quest, so we'll do that. Okay, so that explains why on the map it was leading me towards that quest in particular. Because that door led to the tavern.
10 years. This siege has gone on.
Okay, so that I think is, yeah, the DLC. That's the Worst Warren quest. So I think all we need to do is return to this guy. And I guess the one's down here as well. Okay, return to wheel. He was the lockpicking dude, so this is just turning in the quest then. I'm glad my character doesn't need to sleep.
Many marvels.
We can do so many things at night, and the store's open 24/7 it seems.
The ledger! Oh, Lunala's smile, you've done me a good turn. Master Gwalch will be pleased as a fat Jotun when I bring him this, he will.
Alright, well, in that case, be well. Did I get a reward for that? I assume I got some gold. Okay, well, that was an easy end to that quest then. So yeah, before we head to the upper levels, we have to visit Dalton Ames and Captain... Wait, Captain Dodwin. I thought this was Captain... Maybe there's a different captain. Okay, so... 7 Engar, is that the place... I'm so bad with names. No, that's up in the upper level, which kind of makes sense that the Scholar kind of would be in the upper level. So, okay, Dalton Ames is the guy we need to duel. So he's down there. Got it.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
So that explains why we didn't have that quest down there earlier. What's this? This is the City Watch. Okay. That makes sense why it's being guarded. Basically the police headquarters of Rathir. Okay, we'll see what that's about in a few minutes. And where are we now? The officers' hall. Okay. I guess this is more like the military headquarters then. It did say he's a soldier.
Please, please, I'm only a soldier back from Cluricon. Don't kneel, and I'm afraid I don't do blessings.
Guess that makes him famous? Tell me about yourself, Dalton Ames.
Me? They call me a war hero. Haven't you heard the songs? It was only 5 Bolgan, and I had a rusty knife. Huh, I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Well, he seems modest. What do you know of Waylon Forsted?
He's as vile as his sister's delectable. I don't know how word got round to him, though. I thought I was discreet.
So I guess he's dating, we'll say, his sister, but like, if it's consensual, then I don't see anything wrong with that, so I'm not sure I'm on the right side here. What's Clericon like?
As you know, until the siege ends, it's a lot of sitting around and brief skirmishes. Can't wait for a real fight.
So this is the officers' hall.
I tell you, we need a place like this in Clericon. Sure, there are places to drink and gamble, but nothing with class.
So I'm Wayland's second.
Well, here for the formalities, then. My sword is in the back. She's new, the real beauty. Go on and inspect it. I'm sure you'll find it more than suitable.
So I guess seconds are allowed to inspect each other's dueling swords to make sure there's no, like... It's ironic. Make sure there's no foul play or, like, poison-tipped edges or something, probably. Except, I'm going to poison it. If there's a choice and I have an ability to just, like, let it be, I think I'm going to do that. Because it feels like it'd be better to have a fair duel. But I guess I can't advance the quest unless I do, which is annoying. Let me just check this here. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing something bad, which that's like my one qualm with this game is that a lot of these quests are just like do it or don't do it, just very linear, and they don't give you so much of a choice, which is something I always love about RPGs. I feel like I have no agency except to like not do the quest.
You've inspected the sword? Good. And I will see you on the dueling ground, second. Must say, I haven't shamed a drunken lout since I got to Rathia.
What now?
Well, you go off to that lout and tell him we're ready. And then we meet at the dueling ground. Simple as that.
Alright, goodbye for now. And then there was a quest giver over here. Let's see what she wants.
You there, my lovely. I like the look of you. I have gold to slip in your purse in return for a small favor.
And who are you?
Me? You wish to know about me? I'm flattered, but I prefer to keep my cards close to my chest.
Very suspicious, and also she's hanging out in the officers' hall, which is interesting. So what do you want me to do?
Oh, now, don't sound so suspicious. I need some help in a matter of business. Tell me, do you know the merchant Gwalchmay?
I do.
I'm trying to strike a deal with that willful man, and I think I have found just the thing. Only, I cannot be the one to do it.
He seems to be involved in a lot of quests. What do you know of Gwalchmay?
The man who owns the goods store in the Pryderi. He's got his thumb on nearly all the trade in this city. I can't sell anything without his good word, it seems.
Why can't you do it?
I have already tried to negotiate with him. He proved hard, stubborn, and unpliable. We could not reach a deal. I was hoping a new face and a new approach might cause him to let down his guard, become reasonable.
And that's where I come in.
How very astute of you. Now, Gwalchmay, I have learned, has a weakness for rare wines. This right here happens to be a bottle of Maybrin, his favorite. I wish we had more than just the one. Pity. Here's the contract for him to sign. The better a deal you strike, the sweeter I will make your reward.
So I assume persuasion will come in handy here. Do I still have that persuasion potion? I don't think I do, but I'll have to check. All right.
Be good, my lovely. And
So
I'll
we'll
be
do
good to you.
that quest. I'm a little worried that it's poison, but like, she seems like she wants to do a business deal with him. Like clearly there's a contract, so that would be quite the long con. Plus, I don't think the game would let you kill like this important merchant, because then you lose access to all of his wares, presumably. It just doesn't seem like something that would happen. Okay, so we have one more quest over there. This is Brother Till's books. So does he have one of them on him? That could be hard to pickpocket in that case. This guy looks important.
We aren't visiting Melsen Shear anytime soon, traveler.
I wonder if this is like how you move onward to the next area of the game. Because we can go down to Datir, but once we're there, unless there's a way across like here, which doesn't seem likely. Like it seems like once you do enough of the main quest, you can probably... So you probably have to do the gnome, find the gnome guy from the Well of Souls down here. And then we already convinced the general, so... That's probably when you can sell the cross to Melsen Shear. And if I remember, the city is our last line of defense being sieged by the Tuatha. So I imagine there'll be a lot of Tuatha fighting in Cluracan and Alabastra. So yeah, area of the war and area of their homeland. So we have to kind of win on the battlefield and then I guess push them back is how it's, I suppose, going to go. But alright, well, am I going to get caught pickpocketing? Also, let me check and see if I have that potion. Sagecraft. No, I think it was the Sagecraft one I was thinking of. Is pickpocketing even a skill in this game? Because, like, oh, or I wonder if he's just the guy that takes you to the next area of the game, and the last of Brother Till's books are across the sea, and that's why it's making him my target for that. That's probably what it is.
Been up for days.
You should get some rest. Doesn't seem like he's doing much just standing here, but all right. Well, we still have plenty to do in Rathir before we cross the sea. I'm going to take a break for now, so thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.